Hi guys, Chris here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage, and today we're going to be showing you this classic, incredible 1967 Pontiac GTO that you can put in your garage. Stay tuned, we're going to show you all about this car and how you can win it. What's the first thing that you want to see when you've got a muscle car this close to you? Well, you already know the answer, the engine. So that's what we're going to show you first. This Pontiac GTO has the upgraded 400 high output engine, 360 horses. And this one, not only numbers matching, but the detail in the restoration is absolutely stunning. I'm going to take a look at it here and show you some of my favorite parts of this engine bay right here. Of course, 400 HO car, who wanted air conditioning back in the day, right? You wanted all of that power to go to the engine. So this is not an air conditioned car, but you've got some really cool things going on here. You've got down here on the block, you've got the stamps that were recreated as if this vehicle just left the factory line. And if you look on the firewall, you've got those chalk marks and other stampings as well. Manual steering car, manual brake car. Are you ready for that? You know that the original owner of this car wanted to do one thing. He wanted to go in a straight line and he wanted to go fast. Let me just tell you guys that this GTO was a 3-time national award winner. That means everything is entirely correct on it. From the radiator hose to the radiator clamps, to the radiator cap, to the percent of gloss that's on the radiator itself, to the block, to the heads, to the valve covers, to the fender wells, absolutely done to stock restored condition. Guys, if you're into getting your classic car points judged, you're not going to find a finer one than this 1967 GTO. In fact, out of a possible 400 points in national competitions, it scored, are you ready for this? 397. That's right, 397 out of 400. That's how incredible and how close to perfect this 1967 GTO is. Now let me remind you, it's not for sale anywhere. If you want it, and I know you want it, you got to get over right now to www.dreamgiveaway.com. Use the promo code that you see with this video. Donate to help out 8 great charities, and you're going to be in it to win it. Incredible interior here. Everything restored to new condition. Thanks to the good guys at Ames Performance Engineering, who provided restoration parts for this Concours Restored 397 out of 400 point GTO. And I'll tell you what, you know I only have one hand on the wheel here? Well, you know why, because I've got 3 pedals on the floor. You know what's next to me right here, a 4-speed wide ratio Muncie transmission. Man, I'm just going to run these gears real quick, and this would be so much fun in your garage. And imagine what a great time you'll have running through those gears when you're the winner of this incredible classic GTO. So let me show you what we have in the interior here. Wonderful restoration. Probably the neatest part about this 1967 GTO on the interior, other than the 4-speed, which is pretty darn nice, it's a radio delete car. And that really tells you about something about the gentleman or the lady who ordered this car brand new back in model year 1967. They only ordered all the go fast goodies, the 400 HO engine, the 4-speed, the posi traction, and they didn't buy a whole lot of extra frills. And that means the only music to their ears is that dual exhaust on this GTO. Factory radio delete car, and you can see it right there. Absolutely incredible. 120 mile an hour speedometer, and look at this. Looks like it's got 3/4 of a tank and it's ready for me to fire it up. You guys ready for me to do that? Come on. There you go. Starts on the first time. Absolute beautiful sound of that Pontiac 400 HO cubic inch engine pumping out 360 160 horsepower. You gotta love it, guys. Let's rumble, huh? All right, one other thing I just noticed in here. Only 44 miles since the concours restoration. That's not a typo, guys. 44 miles since the frame-off, no expense spared restoration of this incredible GTO. You know you want it, you know you deserve it. Now, get your entries. One other thing someone had asked me, I want to point this out to you. By 1967, seatbelts were standard on American cars. So yes, it does have seatbelts. If it was an earlier GTO like a 1964 or a 1965, seatbelts would be an extra cost option. Little known fact, but it's absolutely true. Here's another fun fact for you guys. Not all GTOs came with the same wheels and tires. Most guys opted for the Rally 1s and later the Rally 2s. But if you wanted a real sleeper look, you could order a GTO with steel wheels and with hubcaps. Remember what these things were called back in the day? Dog dish or poverty caps. And these are factory issued to this GTO. Here's another fun fact for you. 1967 was the last year of the first generation GTO. In 1968, the GTO received a whole new body, and that's the era that brought us a Judge. This, the first generation, was 1964 to 1967, and it's considered the original, the classic, and the originator. Here's another fun fact for all of you out there. How many times does it say GTO on the exterior of this 1967 GTO that you can win in the GTO Dream Giveaway? The answer is 6. There's one right here on the deck lid or the trunk lid. There's one on the front grille. There's one on each rear fender or rear quarter panel, as they're also called. And there's one on each front fender. That's for a total of 6. Hey, here's something else that's really, really interesting. Back when the GTO came out, no one really could understand why it was called the GTO. So they used to make up really fun words for the acronym right here. So of course the GTO, the Pontiac GTO, was named after the Ferrari GTO. And so that acronym was Gran Turismo and Obaligata, I believe it was. So who's going to say that in America, right? So what did they start calling the GTO? They would say gas, tires, oil. What else could it stand for? Girls take over. I've heard it called that. How about, there's one other one here. How about green tomato omelet? Nah, they never called the GTO the green tomato omelet. I'm just kidding around with you. So remember, the Pontiac GTO was named after the Ferrari GTO. In fact, in 1964, when the GTO first came out, there was a famous car and driver cover feature that pitted the 1964 GTO, not this one, against a 1963 or 1964 Ferrari GTO. And do you know which one won? The Pontiac. It's absolutely the truth. All right, guys, this GTO has everything: a 400 HO engine, a 4-speed, a posi traction, and a 3-time National Award winner. I want to remind you guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Facebook channel, our Instagram channel, our Twitter feed, and to Snapchat. There you can find all the latest and greatest Dream Giveaway news, the latest vehicles that were given away, special bonus offers you're not going to find anyplace else, and incredible videos. We'll see you next time. More great fun, more great action, and more great traction here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.